Alright guys, so let's have a look at NIO stock. So this stock hasn't been doing much for the past 4 or 5 trading sessions pretty much, and it's been sitting just right under this resistance of 36.80. So market is still open, stock is still trading, and let's have a look what's going on here with this name. Overall market is very positive. If you take a look at the, let's have a look at the indices, right? So if you look at S&P, Russell 2000, even small caps, Russell 100 and Dow, everything is green, but these some of the Chinese names are negative, and NIO, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like really negative. It's flat pretty much, okay? It hasn't been doing much, and this is a 1-year chart of NIO. So every time we saw this pullback to this zone, basically, we saw sharp bounces, comes right back down to test these levels, some sort of a reaction right after it hits these levels. Every time, basically, we saw these bounces. But lately, for the past 3 months or so, it's kind of opposite. Like it does drop to certain demand zone, bounces, no follow through, drops, bounces, no follow through, and a lot of people get discouraged and it rolls over, and then it tries to bounce again, and then again no follow through, chops around, people get out. So when stock's sitting at its basically demand zone, previous demand zone, and pretty much there's no reaction when the stock is sitting at these levels, it eventually rolls over. So for now, for these levels, like for NIO, it has very like pivotal point where they don't have earnings coming in yet, but it has to get out from here just to basically save the sentiment, I guess, for the moment being. But if we see this stock chop around more, it will slowly roll over. So but again, it's not like 100% prediction, but that's just my observation by looking at many charts over the years. So it needs to break out of here. So this is let's take a look at the levels. So if we get above, you want to see the stock pretty much get out of this range. So 37 pretty much resistance I'm watching, and then from there this $40 resistance, and then above 40 maybe a little bit of a supply at 42.50, and then 47 is the next level of resistance. So there are a wall of sellers on every of these levels. Basically pretty decent resistance would be this 47.50. so until then, pretty neutral, not doing anything below its moving averages, and looks like even a lot of people are not too excited about to talk this name either. And if you look at the leader, even Tesla, but Tesla is melting up, so it's not following other EV stocks where basically crude oil keeps going higher, oil prices are going higher, which should I mean benefit these names. I mean, which should make more sense for these companies to exist, because they are the alternative, right? So I guess it's a debate for people who want to argue about the valuation. Maybe it's fairly valued. Maybe market is not seeing at the moment value compared to let's say the solar stocks, right? There were solar names picking up from their lows a couple days ago, but let's see what those Chinese electrical stocks will do, because if you take a look at the other two names that are Li Auto and then XPEV, I think they're doing slightly better than NIO, because they're not at the they're not at support levels. They're pretty much above their moving averages. Let's look at the XPEV, which is pretty big market cap actually, 33 billion, 34 billion at the moment. And if you look at this chart, better looking chart for me personally, because if this stock breaks this downtrend right here, what looks like, which is it's doing, it can definitely hit 45, and then above 45 there's not much support, so resistance with bigger ranges. But even if these roll down, I think it's not looking good, because overall Chinese stocks are still not doing as well. Like in the morning, Fudu, which is Fudu Holdings, another Chinese name, which was very popular back here, and it was trading with big range. It's down 12%. And then there's Pinduoduo as well. So still struggle for Chinese names. A lot of names, I want to say, still in a bear market. So for me, NIO basically from here, personally to me, it's in a sleepy mode. So there's nothing like, if you are bearish, let's say, you want to wait for the stock to pretty much break below 34 and roll down from there. But if you're bullish, you want to wait for this stock to get back above 40. So there are a lot of supply here at 40 as well, and then 37.50. So until then, I think there's not much happening with this stock. So we're not going to even look at the option market, because the volume is pretty low. So I can just look up the volume, but not much happening. 127,000 calls were traded, 57,000 puts were traded. So that's pretty much it for NIO. If there's any other stock you would like to take a look at, so let me know in the comments. But that's it. Take care. Peace.